Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Daily Devotional. April 30. From a slave to sin to a prince of God. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with man, and hast prevailed. Genesis chapter 32, verse 28. That night Jacob, the petted son of his mother, experienced the new birth and became a child of God. In his discouraged state, the light that came to him was regarded as most precious, and the hard stone on which his head rested, the most desirable on which his head had ever rested. What a happy man he was! He knew that he had a communication from God, and any one of us who has received light from the throne of God can but have a heart filled with praise and thanksgiving and honor to the Lord God of heaven. Jacob, in the great crisis of his life, turned aside to pray. He was filled with one overmastering purpose, to seek for transformation of character. But while he was pleading with God, an enemy, as he supposed, placed his hand upon him, and all night he wrestled for his life. But the purpose of his soul was not changed by peril of life itself. When his strength was nearly spent, the angel put forth his divine power, and at his touch, Jacob knew him with whom he had been contending. Wounded and helpless, he fell upon the Savior's breast, pleading for a blessing. He would not be turned aside, nor cease his intercession, and Christ granted the petition of this helpless, penitent soul according to his promise. Let him take hold of my strength, that he may make peace with me. Jacob pleaded with determined spirit, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. The spirit of persistence was inspired by him who wrestled with the patriarch. It was he who gave him the victory, and he changed his name from Jacob to Israel, saying, As a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed. That for which Jacob had vainly wrestled in his own strength was won through self-surrender and steadfast faith. You can support to this ministry by liking and sharing this daily devotional to your friends. Good day, and may God bless us all.